Hello friends, bonjour les amis. Today we have a really fun drawing session in store, so let's get started. So today, all we're really gonna need is a pencil, un crayon, and paper du papier or those sketchbooks we made, les carnets à dessin. So once you have all this ready, let's get started. Okay, so here is my sketchbook that we made in the first video. If you don't have access to a sketchbook, don't worry. You can always use paper. Really, the biggest thing is paper and a pencil. So, what are we doing today? We're going to go over how to draw a dog and a cat using shapes. So, if you take a second and just look at the world around you, look at kind of what's beside you or really anywhere, you're going to notice that there are shapes in everything. There are circles and triangles and squares, and drawings can be broken down the same exact way. You can look at something and say, I see a circle, so you start drawing a circle. And then you can say attached to that, there's a rectangle, so you draw the rectangle attached to that. This is how a lot of artists break down their drawings. So today we're going to go over how to draw a dog and a cat using shapes. So let's get started. All right, so first things first, we're going to start off with a dog because personally I love dogs. I love dogs and cats, but we're going to start with a dog just because dogs are a lot of fun. So in order to draw this dog, we're going to start off with an oval. So I'm going to draw an oval here, an ovale. There we go. So there's my oval right there. And this is going to be the face right here. All right. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to draw a circle within this oval at the bottom. Un cercle dans l'ovale. Like that. There we go. Okay. So this is kind of where the jaw of the dog is, so where his nose is going to go. So now we're going to draw the ears. And the ears, if you think about it, there are two different types of dog ears. So for this dog, instead of drawing triangles, I'm going to draw two more ovals on either side of their head. So they're going to be cut off a little bit by the head. But you can see if I were to continue this line, it would make another oval. But since the head is in front of the ears, we only draw part of the oval. So I think right now you can already kind of see what we're going for. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw two half circles. One, two. And then we're going to draw two smaller ones on the inside as well. And those are the eyes, les yeux. So you can see here, so if you want, you can save the coloring for last. I'm just going to use pencil in this. If you want to use markers or crayons or colored pencils, by all means, color it at the end. I'm just going to use pencil today, so I'm going to color in the eyes like that. Okay, now think about it for a second. Before I tell you what shape we're going to draw the nose with, try and guess which one it is. Okay, the nose is a triangle, but unlike most triangles, this nose has rounded corners. Un triangle. And there we go. All right, now all that's left to do is add the last couple of details. So we're going to draw a W, very wide W for the mouth. And then typically dogs have not necessarily whiskers, but little like freckles on either side. And then if you want to add the finishing touch, you can draw another half circle or half oval and a little line for the tongue. And there we go. We have our dog, notre chien. Very well done, everyone. So as you can see, we've broken the face of a dog down into shapes. We have an oval for the head, ovals for the ears, a circle for the mouth, or for the like kind of nose part, for the nose itself, a triangle, and then we have a couple of half circles or half ovals for the eyes and the tongue. So, très bien fait, les amis. Very well done, friends. Now we're going to move on to how to draw a cat and break down a cat into shapes. So, let's move on to that. Okay, so it's time for the cat, le chat. So, we're going to start the same exact way. The cat is a little bit more difficult because their face shape isn't exactly a nice oval or circle. I would call it more so. So we're going to start off here. So try and draw this as lightly as you possibly can. So start off with a circle. Okay, so there we have our circle, un cercle. But now what we're going to do is we're going to draw a triangle almost at the base here. So kind of creating a pointed chin like that. There we go. So this is kind of like the bottom of a triangle, right? But then the next thing we're going to do is we're also going to kind of bring in both of the sides. So almost imagine it like you're adding an open-ended diamond at the bottom, un losange at the bottom here. Because if you see, if we were to eventually connect these two lines, it would make a diamond. But we're leaving it open because the next thing we have to do is draw the ears. Now think for a second, what shape are ears on a cat? Because they're not ovals like the dog, they're triangles. So we'll draw the two triangle ears and draw the little insides, which are also triangles, qui sont aussi des triangles. There we go. And then connect them with a line. There we go. Great job, everyone. So at this point, if you want to fix it up, because I'm just noticing here that this part of my diamond is a little bit lower than this part, I'm just going to erase this really quickly and kind of pull it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, now, just like a dog, the nose of a cat, le nez d'un chat, is also a triangle. So we're going to draw that right here. There we go. And the mouth is also like a dog, a very wide W. There we go. All right. And now for the eyes, instead of doing half circles, we're going to do full circles. There we go. There's one. And there's two. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add little details. So we're going to add the little shine to the eyes. There we go. And then I'm just going to color this in real quick. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, this is a very cartoony cat. Now, if you can think about it for a second, if you can picture a cat in your head, or maybe even look up a picture, think about the shape that their eyes are. Because they're not circles. They're actually more so like a shape called a parallelogram. There we go. So if you want to draw your cat's eyes like that, and you're obviously going to have to flip this over so the other eye would look more so like that. There we go. So if you want to draw this type of eye instead of the circular ones, then you can definitely do that. I just decided to go with circles for eyes because I wanted a more cartoony look. This would give you a slightly more realistic look for your cat. Now, friends, we are almost done with this drawing, but there's one thing that's missing. What are cats known for? That's right, they're whiskers. So, just draw 3 straight lines, or more if you want. Cats have lots of whiskers, so you don't have to limit yourself to 3. But there we go. We have a cat and a dog, un chat et un chien. So as you can see, everything that we just did was broken down into shapes, des formes. So when you look at the world around you and you want to draw something, think about how you can break that, whatever you're looking at, down into shapes, because it makes it a lot easier to draw things. So, a fun activity for you now that you know how to draw in chat et chien is to go outside and find something else that you'd like to draw and see if you can figure out what shapes it's made of. As always, thank you so much, friends, for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Au revoir, les amis.